have Kit, Miko, Charlie, Pearl, Chuck at rank 25. But all of those brawlers are not important right now. The ones that are important are 3 brawlers specifically. Well, 5, but I'll include the other 2 later. The 3 right now that I want to talk about is Edgar, Mortis, and Miko. Now, if you guys know, Edgar can counter a Mortis beautifully. Miko can counter, like, I feel like this is the rock, paper, scissors, shoes of, like, Brawl Stars. And with the inclusion of Kit, which is also, like, kind of like, because of his super, he can jump on brawlers. He can counter these brawlers. And let me discuss on what I really want to say. 2024, I feel like I know what they're gonna do with Brawl Stars 2024. People do not like Mortis. People do not like Edgar. So in order to like make you guys, how do I say this? In order for brawlers to be more or less usable, they add these new brawlers like Miko and Kit, who Kit counters fucking Mortis beautifully. I don't think he counters Edgar that good, but that's why we have Miko, who counters Edgar decently, but Mortis is pretty good against Miko. And I feel like it's this rock, paper, scissors. And granted, fucking whatchamacallit, Mortis and Edgar, and they're supposed to counter like throwers. They're supposed to encounter snipers. Instead, they're countering each other, which I think is fucking, it's weird. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm not trying to hate on Brawl Stars again, right? I will say it's different. It's definitely different. Instead of making these brawlers who are supposed to be good against like throwers and snipers, they're starting to be good against each other, which I like, you know? And a lot of people are saying Kit isn't an assassin because, you know, it says he's a support. And if you use his cheeseburger gadget, obviously, and I think his star power, his second star power, I don't know. He's technically a support brawler. But come on, bro. With that fucking cardboard box, he is an assassin, and I feel like he counters Mortis, and he counters Mortis, Miko. I don't think he counters Edgar that good. And this is the great thing about these brawlers, right? As I said before, rock, paper, scissors, shoe. They're good against one thing and not good against the other. But rock, paper, scissors, shoe doesn't include like the other brawlers. Like Kit can counter a fucking sniper, a thrower, a support, like all of these. Maybe not a tank. I won't give him that, but he can counter a lot of brawlers. And Edgar can counter a lot of brawlers. Well, not as much as he used to. And this is why I want to include Kit and Charlie into this. Although it's rock, paper, scissors that I'm trying to discuss, Charlie and Kit are also like these 2 brawlers that, like, when on release, they counter literally anything and everyone. I think Charlie's still great in fucking Brawl Ball. Granted, I have my brawlers to rank 25. Let me know. I'm pretty sure everybody who watches my videos are above average or even better players than me. I really want to I'm really curious to know about that. Let me know down below how many trophies you have. I have 4,444k. I'm almost to 45k. And then I'm almost close to, that's technically close to 50k. That's crazy. Like, I don't want to brag, but I feel like I'm kind of pro. But let me know if you think I'm a pro or not. But I'm getting off topic. They're releasing a lot of brawlers. Granted, I still don't like Miko. I think Miko is still like a trash brawler, in my opinion. Just because I don't like his reload. And when I say he's trash, it's just that I don't find him fun or interesting to play. He's unique. I'll give him that. But for me, I just don't like him. It's just a bias. It's just an opinion. I love Kit. I love Charlie, Pearl. Chuck, I used to like Chuck when he was on release. He's only good in Heist. And whenever Siege comes back, he's good in Siege. But every other game mode, he's just not as good as he used to be. Which is good because I think he was broken. Do I think they should buff Miko? A little bit for his reload speed, but then I think he might be broken. Yes, that is something I kind of want from Miko, but, you know, at the same time, I'm okay if they don't. I think he's pretty balanced, actually. For Kit, you know, they just have to fix his super, they have to fix his star power for solo showdown and duo showdown. Other than that, I think he's pretty good. Maybe nerf his cardboard gadget. Other than that, I don't really have a problem. Actually, I do. His super, I would prefer if his super doesn't auto charge like Edgar and Daryl. I would prefer him to charge his super just by attacking enemy, just like a let me know down below how you think you'd fucking fix Kit. But, you know, I feel like the meta for 2024 for Brawl Stars is gonna be so fucking different, so fucking they released 5v5. Although I don't think 5v5 is gonna be a competitive game mode, you still win trophies, so it's still a competitive game mode regardless. Even if it doesn't feel like it, it is by definition. You get trophies by it. So I'm curious, what's the competitive stance on 5v5? And what about Frank? Frank is something I really want to discuss. Frank has not been meta ever. Even when they did that, what's it called? His trait. Do you guys even remember this? Traits. Brawl Stars has traits. This brawler charges super from damage received. Traits. that shit did not help him. That helped Primo, that helped Bull, that helped Daryl. That did not help Frank. Frank is still trash. This is a hot take, and I might be a hypocrite, but I want a game mode that's just good for tanks. A game mode that only tanks are good at. Anti-tanks, assassins, snipers, supports. All these other brawlers are not good against. Like, you know, I want a game mode that's good against for tanks. It's tanks. Brawl Ball, I think, is good for assassins. You know, Bounty is good for snipers and throwers. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're making these competitive, sensitive, because these game modes make sense why they're like gem grab. These are good game modes. Hunters is not a good game mode because that's just showdown, but like more competitive and more quicker, you know? These game modes, they're not focusing on tanks. I'm not gonna say I like Frank, but I really feel for tank mains, people who use Frank. And we're almost at 70, we're currently at 75 brawlers. That is 75% from 100. We're almost to the 100 brawlers. 2024 is gonna be insane. If we reach 100 brawlers by the end of 2024, that is insane. I think that's crazy. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, Mickey Mouse, his thing is, you know, the internet can use Mickey Mouse basically. Learn about more information about that in other videos, not in this video. But just know his domain is open to the world. And I feel like Brawl Stars knew that before. Well, actually everybody knew this like 6 months ago, but only now, in like 2 or 3 months ago, people just started like taking advantage of that, like, oh, let's get ready with horror movies, video games. And Kit, I feel like, was trying to rip off fucking Mickey Mouse, which, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. I feel like Brawl Stars knows what they're doing. I respect them. I have no hate for them. I think the developers are great. I'm very interested to see how the meta is for 2024, because right now I'm gonna make another video talking about boss fight, but that's for another video. Currently the meta, it's gonna change. Not because of the game modes, although I would like a game mode that's good for tanks. The meta's gonna change because I feel like now that Kit is out, they're gonna release other brawlers that can counter Kit instead of countering tanks, and you know. But let me know how you feel down below in the comments. And until next time, peace.